What's up, everybody? Can you believe it? It's a new month. Today is March 1st, 2024. We're about to play Connections. However, it does seem like we are going to go full throttle into a brand new competition. So if you are new and would like to know how to join, guess what? It couldn't be simpler. You're already here, so simply enter your results each day, including today's, because this is March 1st. And the way you're going to do that is just in the comments, go XXX, comma, today would be 264, so you go comma the connections number, then comma your name. So in my case, it would be Rise, and then comma your score. And hopefully you've seen a few videos and you know the way the scoring works. It goes from 0 to 10. You give yourself a score of anything from 0 to 4, depending on the number of guesses remaining. Then you give yourself a score of 0 to 4, depending on how you nailed the title accuracy. If you nailed it, it's a point. If it's like halfway there and it didn't fully embrace the flavor of the category, then you get a half point. Okay, and if you're completely off the mark, then you get 0 points. That's your base score of 8, and then you get an additional point if you solve it in under 5 minutes. So be sure to have a stopwatch every time you solve your connections. And finally, you get a bonus point of 1 if you are able to solve it in difficulty order, either ascending or descending. So if you go from yellow to purple, or if you go from purple down to yellow in the correct order, you get yourself a bonus point. That makes a total score of 10. It seems like everybody loves the scoring. It's a nice improvement over what we did in January. So there you have it, guys. Hopefully we will have about 40 people, but it seems like we got most of our 30 from February. And I will also say that the top 10 will be getting prizes. I'm going to work hard on enhancing the prizes so that there's a little bit more selection. For February, it's going to be like January. The top 10, however, are going to get some beautiful frosted mugs with a cool Connections insignia on them, something that you can put on display and everybody is going to marvel at. But yeah, for this month, we're going to see if we can upgrade it. We might put together some snazzy hoodies, some t-shirts, maybe a few other Connections-related paraphernalia. And with that in mind, guys, it's time for Art to Play. I do hope that you don't just come in, put the video on pause, enter your results, and then leave. That would definitely make me a little upset. I never ask for any extra kind of like contributions in terms of like becoming like monthly members or anything like that. So the way I sort of get reimbursed is just making sure that you watch through the whole video. I don't mind if you skip some of the super long ones, but watch the key moments and try to watch the entire video. And then obviously that helps me make a couple dollars each month to support the channel. So there you have it, guys. Let's see how Art performs on today's Connections. Let's hit the play button. And let's remove the directions, bring the screen down as we always do, and look at that beautiful March 1st. We've got butter tomorrow, steak parsley, fruit garlic, frontier risk, fantasy cricket, bet adventure, baseball vampire bread and gamble. It's a bit of a gamble. It's a bit of an adventure. It's a bit of a risk. I'm not sure if those are any good. My strategy is as I read them off to try to identify a category just to save time, but I don't think I really did a good job of that. Yeah. I mean, I sort of feel like some of those are going to go together. A risk, a little bit of an adventure, a gamble, a bet. Oh. Oh, but it could also be a stake. Like, I'm going to stake a certain amount of money. All right. Oh, but the steak could go with vampire. Vampire garlic steak. That's kind of cute, but I don't really see what the fourth would be, and I'm not up to snuff with my vampires. You can have fantasy novels, you can have, or fantasy movies, adventure movies, vampire movies. That's a little bit maybe too specific. Parsley would be a garnish. Parsley, bread, garlic, and butter. Oh, those would be ingredients for garlic bread. Perfect. Okay, good. I thought that garlic was going to somehow go with the vampire, but I'm glad we didn't get fooled with that. Okay. Um, that didn't. I know we've got this sort of like risk category, but unfortunately, I still feel like it's slightly overpopulated with stake, risk, bet, adventure, and gamble, kind of. Um, Alrighty. In any case, cricket is interesting. What's up with cricket? Cricket and baseball? Cricket is also a phone, kind of like a phone, an online phone service. We have a few of those here. Um, Baseball's interesting. That could probably be hooked up with a secret word. What's up with baseball? Um, oh, I got it, guys. We used to go here a lot when I was a kid. These are parts of Disneyland or Disney World. Uh, yeah, these are the various lands. I think you call them lands. Like Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Frontierland, and Adventureland. So Disney World lands or sections. Yeah, perfect. Nice. Out of sequence. That's not the end of the world. I'm happy I got blue, and I would just love to start the month off on a good note. So we are back to Steak and Vampire, which is a little funny. We've got a green category. Okay, so this is cool though. We removed the adventure and the frontier, so maybe we do have a gamble, a bet, a risk, and a stake. Would these all be forms of a wager? Um, yeah, these would all be ways of making a wager. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. Oh. I had a long intro, so I might be close to getting this in time. We'll find out. Fruit, cricket, basketball, and vampire. Of course, that's purple. That does seem hard. Um, they're all bats. Done. Okay. I'm only going to do Kashazzle Wazzle if we get a 10. And again, I'm not sure. It's either an 8 or a 9. It's either an 8 or a 9. So that remains to be seen. I'm very happy with that, guys. Very happy. I'm just happy that I didn't drag you on into a long, horrible, annoying 17-minute video, 22-minute video, 27-minute video. Ugh, 30 minutes, I think, is my longest. So there you have it, guys. That was absolutely pretty well done. I think that's was on slightly on the harder side. You have the key for this. The bat was easy. That was an easy purple. You have to get the Disneyland lands. That's the key. Without that, it's gonna be a very hard puzzle. So I'm super happy about that. Wow. Yeah, Space Mountain. That was in I guess Space Mountain had to be in Tomorrowland, right? That was my favorite part of Disneyland. That Space Mountain roller coaster ride. Yeah, it has to be part of Tomorrowland because Tomorrowland had all the futuristic rides, right, guys? Oh man, that brings back memories. That was in the 70s. And I'm going to tell you something. I remember there was a super cool kind of like a go-kart thing that I forget which one that was in. Maybe it was also Tomorrowland. And my dad would always cut in front of the line and we would like, yeah, it wasn't good what he did, but yeah, we cut in front of the line so that we could ride the thing like multiple times. Pretend you didn't hear that, guys. Okay, so there you have it. Pretty cool. Let's keep this under 10 minutes, and of course I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next connections competition for March.